Good morning students, my name is Jhalak Prajapati and today I am going to teach you about the circulatory system. The circulatory system is responsible for transporting materials throughout the entire body. That means the circulatory system provides necessary materials such as blood and other components to the whole body. It transports nutrients, water and oxygen to your billions of body cells and carries away waste such as carbon dioxide that body cells produce. Our cells in the body require some important nutrients, water and oxygen. So these necessary ingredients are provided to the cells by circulatory system, and the waste like carbon dioxide that is carried away from our body. It is an amazing highway that travels through your entire body, connecting all your body cells. That means the circulatory system connects all the body cells together. The components of the circulatory system are heart, blood, vessels, and the components of vessels are arteries, vein and capillaries. Now the question is, which gases are transported to and from the body cells by the blood flowing in the circulatory system? So the answer is oxygen is the gas needed for respiration and is transported to the body cells. So oxygen is the gas that we require for the respiration of our body, and it is transported from circulatory system to our body cells. The circulatory system carries two types of blood. One is oxygen rich blood and second is oxygen poor blood. The oxygen rich blood travels to the body cells. It is high oxygen content, so oxygen rich blood contains higher oxygen level and lower carbon dioxide content. So the oxygen level is high in oxygen rich blood and the carbon dioxide content is low. Whereas in oxygen poor blood, blood traveling away from the body cells, and the content of the oxygen is low in oxygen poor blood and the carbon dioxide content is high in this blood. Arrangement of the circulatory system means that these two types of blood do not mix. So God has made an arrangement of one septum which separates these two types of blood so that they do not mix with each other. The heart is the organ at the center of the circulatory system and it pumps blood around the body. So on the center of the circulatory system there is heart organ is situated and the heart pumps blood around the body. The inside of the heart is divided into two sections so that the two types of blood are kept away apart. So inside the heart there are two sections and it is divided into two sections so that two types of blood, oxygen rich blood and oxygen poor blood, get separated and do not mix with each other. The right side of the heart contains oxygen poor blood and the left side of the heart contains oxygen rich blood. Next, heart coverings. First is pericardium. It covers the heart and large blood vessels attached to the heart. So the pericardium covers the heart and large blood vessels that are connected and attached with the heart. Then visceral pericardium. It is the innermost layer and it is attached directly to the heart. And second is parietal pericardium. It is the layer on the top of the visceral pericardium. So parietal pericardium is situated on the upper side or on the top side of the visceral pericardium. Pericardium is a protective sac of connective tissue surrounds the heart filled with fluid. So pericardium is made up of connective tissue and it covers whole heart, and inside of the pericardium there is a fluid situated. It is called pericardial fluid. Next, heart valves. There are three walls situated in our heart: epicardium, myocardium and endocardium. So epicardium is the outermost layer and fat to cushion heart. So epicardium is the outermost layer of the outermost wall of the heart, and there is fat situated in the in this epicardium wall. So it provides support to the heart. Second is myocardium. Myocardium is the middle layer of the heart and it is primarily cardiac muscle. So myocardium is the one type of cardiac muscle. And third is endocardium. It is the innermost wall or innermost layer of the heart. It is thin and smooth, and it stretches at as the heart pumps. So when the heart pumps, these endocardium stretch out. Myocardium, the muscle of the heart, strong and thick, composed of spontaneously contracting cardiac muscle fibers, can conduct electricity like nerves. Its blood supply comes from the coronary artery. So the myocardium is the muscle of the heart, and it is strong and very thick in composed of spontaneously contracting cardiac muscle fibers. So myocardium consists of cardiac muscle fibers which helps in contraction and relaxation, and it also conduct electricity same like nerves. And the blood supply of the myocardium comes from coronary arteries. So coronary arteries provide blood supply to the myocardium layer of the heart. The right side and left side of the heart are separated by a septum or wall. So there are two sides of the heart. One is left side and one is right side. So between this right and left side, in the middle of the heart, it is divided by a septum or wall. The septum prevents the mixing of oxygen rich and oxygen poor blood. So what is the role of the septum? It prevents two types of blood from mixing with each other. One each side of the septum are two chambers. So each side, right side has two chambers and another left side has two chambers. So total there are four chambers of the heart. The upper chambers is atrium and the lower chamber is the ventricle. So upper side of the heart is called as atrium and the lower side of the heart is called as ventricles. The atrium receives blood from the body and the ventricles pumps out blood of the heart. So there are four chambers of the heart, two atrium and two ventricles. Atriums are upper chambers. There are two atriums. One is situated in right side and one is situated in left side. And both the atrium are separated by intraatrial septum, so that the right side of the blood and left side of the blood do not mix with each other. And there are two ventricles. One is situated on right side and one is situated on left side, and they are situated in the lower side of the heart, and they are separated by intraventricular septum. In the middle of the heart there is intraventricular septum situated, so that the right side of the blood, which is oxygen poor blood, and the left side of the blood, which is oxygen rich blood, are not mixed with each other.